News with no bias, news with no function,
News with no bias, news with no assumption, delivering nothing but the truth. This is PECS News. Good afternoon, Philippines. Good afternoon, Manila. It's Sunday, October 12, 2019. This is Angela Clarito and this is Sophia Pereira, serving you the hottest and the most reading news of the hour. Your news on with.
We as humans have become dependent on luxuries such as cars, houses, and even our cell phones. But what does our love for manufacturing metallic and plastic goods do to our environment? Human activity can be directly attributed to the cause of hundreds of extinction in the last 2 centuries. First is the million of years that extinction naturally occur. As we progress through the 21st century, humans have changed the world in unprecedented ways. Human impact on the environment has become one of the main topics for university staff all over the world. While they search for the answer, the public needs to do its part. At least, you need to be aware of all the factors that contribute to this state and share the knowledge. Pollution. Pollution is everywhere. From the trash thrown out of the freeway to the millions of metric tons of the pollution pumped into the atmosphere every year. It's obvious, pollution is inescapable.
Pollution is so bad that today 2.4 billion people do not have access to clean water sources. Humanity is continuously polluting indispensable resources like air, water, and soil, which requires millions of years to replenish. Air is arguably the most polluted, with the US producing 147 million metric tons of air pollution each year alone. In 1950, smog was so bad in LA that the ground-level ozone, atmospheric gas that is great in the atmosphere, not so much on the ground, surpassed 500 parts per billion volume, or ppv, well above the national ambient air quality standard of 75 ppv. People thought they were under foreign attack as the smog burned their eyes and left an odor of bleach in the air. That is when the devastating effect of aerosols was discovered.
While air quality in the US has slightly improved, the quality in developing countries continues to plummet as smog continuously blacks out the sun in the dense shroud of pollution. This is just one of the issues we have to tackle in near future.
When humans burn coal, sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide are released into the atmosphere, where they rise up and accumulate in the clouds until the clouds become saturated and rain acid, causing havoc on the ground beneath.
When the rain falls, it accumulates in water bodies, which are especially harmful to lakes and small bodies of water. The ground surrounding the water soaks up the acid, depleting the soil of essential nutrients. Trees that absorb the acid accumulate toxin that damage leaves and slowly kills large areas of forests.
Acid rain has also been known to completely eliminate entire species of fish, causing a snowball effect of damage to the ecosystem that relies on diverse organisms to sustain the environment.
On depletion, the ozone layer is renowned for its ability to absorb harmful rays that would otherwise be detrimental to the health of all walks of life. Without an ozone layer, walking outside would be unbearable. Ozone is made up of 3 bonded oxygens that float up to the stratosphere, where they absorb a substantial amount of UV radiation, protecting all life down below. However, ozone-depleting substances, or ODS, primarily made up of chlorine and bromine, find their way up to the stratosphere, where they strip the CO3 of an oxygen, destroying its capabilities of absorbing UV light. The human impact is devastating for plants that are extremely sensitive to UV light, including wheat and barley, 2 indispensable crops to humans. Although most chemicals that deplete the ozone layer have been banned, the chemicals that have already been released can take upwards of 80 years to reach the upper atmosphere, so it will be some time before our protective boundary will fully functional again. Until then, slap on that sunscreen and be safe out there.
Deforestation, with an exponential expansion in human beings, More food, materials, and shelter are being manufactured and spend those rates, mostly stemming from forestry. Forests are cleared to make way for new humans, which in turn makes more humans. You can see the problem. According to the international data, an estimated 18 million acres of trees are clear-cut each year to make way for new development, and wood products, that is just under half of all the trees on the planet since the Industrial Revolution began.
With millions of different species living in the forest, deforestation is a major threat to their survival and big conservation issues. It also increases the greenhouse gases within the atmosphere, which leads to further global warming, such as human activities need to stop if we wish to survive.
It is imperative that we support the earth we live on, but no matter what, the earth will live on. Human impacts the natural habitat in so many ways, and we need to be aware of our personal environmental input.
Whether we live with it or not, solely depends on the decision and action we make next. Mother Nature is an unrelenting, unforgiving force, so it is probably best if we treat her well. And maybe, just maybe, we can make up for the damage that has already been done.
The best time to act was yesterday. The best we can do is today. But if we wait for tomorrow, it may be just too late. Society needs to help itself in order to survive.
This has been Clarito, and this is Pereira.
See you again next time for another hour of
News with no bias, news with no exception.
This is PECS News.
Your news, our business. God bless and keep safe.